The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! That's to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center. Here, Saturday Night Hockey comes your way from Strathroy. Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith here to call the action for you as the Lasalle Vipers are in town to take on the Strathroy Rockets here. Two teams with a busy end to the schedule here as we make our way towards the end of this 2021-2022 GOJHL season. Eldon, the Rockets are starting what is about to be a busy stretch of hockey. They have games tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday, and then back here next Saturday, all in the span of a week. It starts now, and you need to make sure that you're coming out of this stretch with at least a few wins.
Absolutely. When they went into St. Thomas last Friday night, a week ago yesterday, we talked about how it was a big 4 points coming up Friday night in St. Thomas, Saturday night back here at home against Sarnia. Didn't go so well in St. Thomas, but got a huge 2 points on Saturday night with the victory over the Legionnaires. They haven't played since. It's been a while since it felt like you had a week like that. But here we are hosting the Vipers tonight. And yes, it's going to be 3 games a week pretty much through the month of March to finish out this season for the Rockets.
The Rockets, as they sit right now, have just a dozen games left on the schedule. And by the time we talk this time next week, Ellen, it's going to be down to 8 games left on the schedule. So it's going to come, and it's going to come quick here, and the Rockets are going to be ready for that after, like we mentioned, a week off there tonight. Chaz Nixon will get the start in goal tonight for Strathroy. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But for the LaSalle Vipers, they're going to go with Kyle Downey in net tonight. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we've only seen him maybe once or twice this season for LaSalle.
Yeah, he's not, who you might expect to see in goal tonight for the Vipers. But LaSalle, who is a team that started off hot in the first month of the season, really kind of leveled off. They are the 6th seed, and they are 4 points behind Kamoka. So the 6th seed, now, they are in no danger of falling down to 7. The worst they're going to finish is 6th. But they'd like to finish the season strong as well, because if they can get a higher seed in the playoffs, that's something they would definitely be interested in.
So the Vipers and Rockets, as you mentioned, getting set for this hockey game tonight. The scratches in the lineup will go first with the LaSalle Vipers. Derek Produsco, Ryan Barwitzki, and Patrick McManus, the only 3 out of the lineup tonight for LaSalle. And a couple of familiar names there that I think LaSalle is really going to miss tonight, specifically with Barwitzki, a defenseman that we've seen so far this season. And in years past, LaSalle has relied a lot on their defense against Strathroy, keeping the Rockets to minimal goals in the games they've played.
Yes, our last game prior to the Christmas break was down at the Vollmer Complex. I think that ended up 6-2 in favor of the Vipers, but it was a bit tight early, but they don't allow much. Especially when the Rockets play them, they don't give up a whole lot, and they take the chances and they bury them when they get them. So the Rockets, as per usual, will have to really take care of the puck in their own end and make sure they're not turning it over. The Vipers are a hard enough team to play against. You don't need to give them extra chances.
The Rockets will be going in net Chaz Nixon tonight, and Nixon has been good for Strathroy so far this season. His goals against average sits just a hair over 3, and he's done a good job at keeping the Rockets in the games that he's played in so far. When he came back, he got injured early in December in London, and he's come back. Hasn't looked quite the same as the hot start he got off to when he first came over to Strathroy, but at the end of the day, if he's keeping the other team to 2 or 3 goals, that's all the Rockets can ask for.
Yeah, I think it's kind of you got to get back into a bit of a rhythm, right? They had several weeks off. He was hurt, so he was off for a month before the provincially mandated lockdown. And tonight, Matthew Brazeau, who's been a regular starter over the last few weeks, is actually the odd man out in goal, with Tyler Bauk being the backup tonight to Chaz Nixon.
And, of course, with the Rockets, like we mentioned, a busy schedule coming up here. You imagine those 3 guys are going to be flopping back and forth. Who's out of the lineup? Who's starting? If you were to look at the schedule and see these 5 games in the next week, I would be shocked if we don't see each of those guys get at least a start.
I think you're going to have to depend on all 3 guys for the final month of the season because you never know. If you get a hot hand, you'll ride it. But if not, you don't have much leash if you're not playing well.
Scratches in the lineup tonight for Strathroy: Dylan Dundas, Matthew Pimento, Ty Johnson, and Jacob Habib, all out of the lineup tonight. No entries into the lineup for Strathroy tonight. No call-ups in there, so they're going to rely on the guys that they do have. And as we mentioned, Chaz Nixon will get the start in goal tonight for the Rockets, who are looking to come back here with a second straight win after a big win against Sarnia to end off the weekend a week ago. And they'll see if they can start off this big stretch of games here with a win against Lasalle, a team that they've played close in a lot of games so far this season, but they'd love a win here on home ice to finish off their home ice schedule here against Lasalle.
Absolutely. Oh, here they come wearing the Reds here tonight.
So the Rockets out to the ice here. Lasalle will join them here, and we are just a short few minutes away from puck drop here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. The crowd's still filling in. A small one here on this still chilly end of February Saturday night here in Strathroy.
Gorgeous day outside today, but it was definitely cold.
Eldon, for the first time in this 2022 year, I had shorts on the holiday Monday. Went out for a walk and didn't get the chance the rest of the week, obviously.
Sunday, I was definitely bundled up. It was cold and windy.
So we are all set and ready to go. Now we'll head it down to ice level here for the national anthems. Puck drop to follow here from Strathroy. So the anthem's complete and just about ready for puck drop here in Strathroy. It's the Lasalle Vipers and the Strathroy Rockets here. A battle of the 6 versus the 8 seeds in the GOJHL's Western Conference. I'm Noah Smith. Eldon Dunseith here with me to call the action for you as the Rockets look for their second straight win, and they'll look to do it here on home ice.
Well, seeding is definitely going to be important. I noticed in the week since we've seen each other that London has become the first team in the Western Conference to clinch a playoff spot, pulling past Leamington for the current 1 seed. The best the Rockets will probably be able to do is the 7 seed. They're currently the 8th seed.
Chris Chapman and Ryan Jenkin, the officials for tonight's games. Jordan Guberman and Tyler Middleton on the lines. Hogarth to take the draw here against Pavia, the captain. It's underway. Here's Lasalle takes control. Now a quick pass up to center. They're going to dump that one in, and now they'll chase back inside the Strathroy zone. Around the boards, it gets over to Mark Hewitt on the left side. Dumped right back in by Lasalle. And Ryan Marshall's there to pick it up inside of the Strathroy zone. Now from the corner, trying to get that one past Hewitt, battling along the wall. Gillis just outside the scrum. Trying to get that puck loose. Marshall couldn't poke it past Gillis. Now it gets up to the blue line and out. Pass by Kane Johnson over to Hewitt, who will come across center, dump it in on the back end. And now the Rockets will chase back inside the Lasalle zone. Puck comes out front. Johnson looking through the middle. This one's going to be picked off, and back the other way comes Lasalle. Pass just out of the reach there. Kindry able to intercept it. Finlay, and now a huge mess out front of the Lasalle bench. Puck will come back to the Strathroy blue line. Over to Alex Laszlo. Laszlo, quick pass up, tipped off the stick of Hewitt and on goal there, and having to make a quick save to get on the action. Yeah. Pass through the middle there, off the stick of Belaz, and now inside of the Strathroy zone again. Laszlo off the glass and out, bouncing puck out to center. Weingard now, pass over left side, just inside the line. Gets it down low. Morneau out in front, nobody there. Up to the point for Weingart, looking for a shot. That one redirected, but wide of the net. Nixon looking off to his right, and now it's onto the stick of Carson Perry. Perry up to Elliston. Elliston just across the blue line there, gets it past the defender into the corner. Now back behind the net. Elliston again. Tied up against the wall, and LaSalle will get the puck back, and now they'll work it out from their own blue line. Pass will go off Morneau there. Picked up Crevier. Lost it. Elliston tries to poke it away in the slot. Stick loose on the ice there as Elliston heads to the bench. In comes LaSalle just inside the zone, looking for a shot to the net there, and it's going to be off a skate and covered up by Chaz Nixon, our first whistle of the game.
Yeah, Nelson coming on for Elliston there. The collision just inside the Vipers' blue line cost him his stick.
Face-off off to Nixon's left side here, right off the draw. Burkett tried to get his shot, and he couldn't hold on to it. They'll carry it forward to center. Dumped in, and a shot fired on there. Couldn't hold on to it. Back the other way. Dumped in by Burkett. He'll go chase into the corner. Now Elkin off the side of the net there. Nixon goes post to post. Trying to hold on to it, Faulkner. Faulkner now gets it, throws it off the wall, up to the slot, looking. Couldn't get a shot off there. Burkett trying to poke that one past. Working his way out to center. Faulkner now drops it. Cucci shot on, and that one offside on the play for Strathroy.
It's the first time we've seen Jacob Cucci in the lineup. I noticed him out on that shift. I was like, who's wearing number 8 tonight? Riley Woods, old number 8. Jacob Cucci in the lineup playing forward. Well, he'll be playing bench right now. They're making a line change. Face off just outside the Vipers zone.
Actually, check our stat sheets, Eldon, but I believe it's his first game of the season.
First game I've seen him for sure.
Up to Eaton at center. He's going to dump it in here for LaSalle. Back to get it is Marshall. Marshall tied up with Eaton down low in the corner. Trying to get that puck away. Now Spezial. Nice move to work it away at center. Gets it up to Piercy, who will dump it in. And now Tage Gallant will chase in the corner. Back behind the net. Spezial. Piercy in to help him out. Comes over to Eaton on the right side from his own blue line. Up past Barrett and then knocked away as they hit at center. They guard the puck loose. Piercy now in his skates. On a backhand, he's going to fire it in. There's a big hit right out front of the LaSalle bench. Sent his man down to the ice. That was Jake Eaton. At the blue line now. Coming in across the line. Still holding on to it. Knocked off the stick of Katevsky. And they will be blown down here just inside of the Strathroy line.
High sticking call here. Looks like Nigel Piercy.
And Piercy will go to the box, and LaSalle will get their first power play of the game.
For our regular listeners who have not heard Jacob Cucci's name on the broadcast before, 2020 fifth round selection in the OHL draft by the Ottawa 67s. recently turned 18-year-old London native.
Fired up to center off the stick of Lecott, and now LaSalle will have to enter the zone again here, working on the power play for the first time in the game. Just a short 3 minutes in. Just inside the blue line now for Stefan Crevier. Crevier looking over far left side for Morneau. Morneau in the corner on his forehand. Bounce pass off the boards up to the point, looking for a shot on. Nixon makes the save. Big rebound comes off to the side, and now Cole Smith trying to battle to get that puck away. Holding on to it. LaSalle with the puck back to Morneau. Morneau up to the point, held on, looking, Crevier, one-time shot, and he fired that one wide into the corner and all the way back down into the LaSalle end of the ice.
He had lots of net there, nice one-time play, and he blew it wide of the net and out of the zone.
Pavia looking for a shot, it goes off his stick, into the corner, once again picked up to the point. Finlay, and he's going to fan on the pass down low to Crevier, and Hewitt will fire at the length of the ice.
Tried to get a little cute there to drop the puck to Crevier, didn't quite work.
Second power play unit onto the ice now for LaSalle as they'll make their way up ice from their own zone. Pass over Granero down low. Holding onto it, Burkett back behind the net. Knocked off his stick by Blake Hall. Vipers will still have control here as they pick it up down low from the hash marks. Hogarth trying to battle to get that one away. Picked up, and now Gillis hands it off at the point, looking for a shot on. Tipped into the corner. LaSalle with lots of pressure here as that one sent down the ice. 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Just under 5 minutes into this opening period, still no score. 20 seconds left on the LaSalle power play. Gillis now Down low in the corner, his pass up to the point, and they can't hold it in. Burkett will have to take it back out to center here with 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Pass knocked off the stick of Hewitt. They'll bring it back out to center, but that'll just about do it for the Nigel Piercy penalty as he comes back onto the ice. Lasalle trying to work it in. Smith will fire it off the boards, and now Strathroy will come back the other way. Perry onto the ice with speed. Drops it. Nelson cuts. Couldn't get a shot off. Barnes to the net there. That one stopped by Downey. In the corner. Now down low. It'll be Nelson. Coming up to the top of the circle, looking for a shot. Fires it off the shin pads and out of play, and we'll get a whistle. 14:27 to go here in the first.
Good start to the penalty kill here, or good start to the game with the penalty kill for the Rockets. See if we can get some momentum from that. Nelson, Faulkner, Cucci coming out, the forward line with the face-off deep in the LaSalle zone.
Face-off one to the blue line. Pass intercepted, picked up. Now coming back to center off the skate of Katevsky and picked up by Cucci. Cucci with speed works his way forward. Now to Faulkner. Now to Cucci. Couldn't get the shot off there. Took the hit. Eaton with it. Gets it up. Barrett through center. Across the blue line. Shot on. Knocked away by Nixon and off his stick. Out of play. We'll get a whistle.
Turnover just inside the Viper line. A bit of a suicide pass there. I think if he picks up that puck, he probably gets hit. So self-preservation in that case.
Face-off to the left of Nixon here. Eaton in the draw, one back. Booker now looking, one-time shot on that one over top of the net. Now sitting off to the right side of Nixon, shoveled away. Holding on to it, one guard, looking down low. Kindry will pick it up in the corner, ribbing around the boards, able to get it over to Nelson, who fanned on it. Now shoveled back down in, up to the point. Booker hands it off right side. Katevsky now down low. Eaton looking back out front. No one there to pick it up. It's onto the stick of Cucci. He will just flip it up to center. Hand it right back to LaSalle, who will now bring it forward the other way. Katevsky wide on the left side. Looks to the middle. Couldn't get the shot off. Faulkner now firing it up and getting it past Weingart up to Elliston. Elliston at center with 3 Vipers on him there. He's able to get it down low. Trying to fan on it. Perry looks out front. Elliston with a poke on there, trying to hold on to it. Now Balaz trying to get down low. Perry has that one get past him. Over to the boards for Crevier. Crevier now from his own blue line. Hands that one off up to center. Dumped in. Onto the stick Marshall. Marshall back to Horn. Horn will just fire it inside of the Strathroy zone, and Crevier will have to leave the zone before he comes back in. Lots of time here for Strathroy to try and set it up. Marshall right side. Now long pass is going to go off a stick at the LaSalle blue line. Picking it up, pass over right side. That one knocked onto the stick. Morneau across the line, looking into the slot. Shot on up high, stopped, and the big rebound comes up. Nixon across, and he makes the save again. Loose out front, and the puck stays out. Sprawled out on the ice behind Chaz Nixon, I believe, is Carson Perry.
A bit of a lucky break there for the Rockets at the end of all of that madness in the crease area. It appears to me the whistle went because Carson Perry covered the puck. Now, he didn't cover it with his hand, but it was under him in the blue paint. I kind of half expected the crossed arms above the head from the referee there for a moment, but no such luck for the Vipers.
Shot on off the draw, and it'll be cleared out by Tage Gallant up to center. Burkett, Piercy tips it to himself just inside the zone. Now he gets the puck back, looks for a shot on, and stopped by the glove of Downey just off to his left. Probably destined to miss the net, but the Rockets will get an offensive zone face-off here. 12-12 to go in period number 1. Piercy in the face-off dot. It's going to be tied up. One back to the side of the LaSalle net. Picking it up, looking for a pass forward. Chipped onto the stick. Now Greenwell, and couldn't get that one past the defenseman. Gallant will pick it up, and he'll dump it in at the blue line. Turned over again here. Trying to get it back, and a big hit from Piercy there on Lee Knight. The 5'5" Lee Knight, who picked up 2 goals just a couple weeks ago against the Kings, his first 2 of the season. Now turned over. Piercy shot on that one, stopped by the glove of Downey, and he's not going to risk anything there. He'll cover it up and get the whistle.
Nice job there by Downey. That shot came quickly and very unexpected for him. All he did was throw his arm up to make sure he got in the way of it. But a nice little turnover, turning into a scoring chance by the Rockets in the Viper zone.
Face-off will be off to the right of Downey now. Hogarth, one off to the side. Hewitt battling to try and get that puck loose. Pavia there as well, is back behind the net now. Weingart battling with Kane Johnson. Johnson's going to win the battle. Back behind the net now into the corner for Kane Johnson. And then knock that one away as the battle continues. Now up to the hash marks on the far side. Now back behind the net. Holding on to it here. Pavia lost it behind the net for Hogarth. Hogarth to Kane Johnson. Johnson taken down there. A little slow to get up, but Hogarth's going to dump it on a backhand back behind the net. Now Hewitt hits the side of the net there with his skate. Falls over, and the LaSalle Vipers will get the puck back coming through center. Now Pavia. Pass over, right side. Raniero, he'll dump it in. Nixon back behind the net to play it here for Strathroy. Marshall, quick pass up through the middle. Able to get it onto the stick there of Johnson, but not for long here as LaSalle has possession. Will dump it in from center. Getting a line change on the play for the forward units there for LaSalle.
Strathroy line's been out there a while.
Quick pass up to Hewitt. Hewitt will get to center there, holds on to it, and then it's knocked off his stick. Johnson now to the bench for a change. Hewitt will come, and Hogarth looking as well, but LaSalle into the offensive zone. Now turned over. Here comes Cucci. Onto the ice, left side. Looks for a pass to Nelson. Had that one knocked away. Good defensive play by LaSalle to stop the forward chance. Barrett back to defense now. Now looking to get the puck back on there. Tipped in, just past Eaton. Laszlo will pick it up for Strathroy. As we pass that halfway mark here of this opening period of play, it's Nelson to center. He'll dump that one in chase. Far left side, Leacott. Kochi looking out front. Nelson trying to pick it up. It's in between his legs as he's down to his knees and taken away there. Kindry poked past him at the blue line. It'll come all the way back out to center here. Oh, and then a toe drag move from Faulkner, knocked away by Barrett. He's the only LaSalle Viper down low, so he's not going to win this battle here. The Rockets will get it back. Now just inside the line, a shot on, and Chaz Nixon with the save.
Faulkner leaving the ice, shaking his head. You can't make that toe drag move at your own blue line when there's no one behind you. He caught a break because the puck skittered away a little bit, but that's a play that you can't make. Attempt to make.
Yeah, that puck got away into the corner, but if it doesn't, then
he's alone.
He's alone on Chaz Nixon. Now it's going to be tipped forward. Belaz has got Perry with him, and his pass is going to be off the stick of Leacott there. Now Perry back behind the net, stripped of the puck. Long pass right side, and now with speed comes Hamelin. Hamelin cutting to the net, shot on, stopped by Nixon, and he'll cover up there to get the whistle.
Hamlin with some good speed coming down the right wing, tried to go far side, blocker stick side on Nixon, and you could hear the puck hit the Bauer stick of Chaz Nixon. He knocked it down, covered it up. Nice stop to keep this game scoreless.
Face off one back, and now battling to try and get that puck loose was Carson Perry. Now he'll pick it up at his own blue line. Belaz on his right side, hands it to him. Belaz cuts through, looking. Ellison cuts to the net. Perry scores! Tic-tac-toe, and the big line strikes to make it 1-0.
Wow, what a passing play. Finished very deftly by the captain, Carson Perry, as the puck went just past the left pad of Downey, and there was Perry to redirect it into the open net. You won't see a prettier passing play than that one, and it's 1-0 Rockets.
Belaz to Elliston to Perry, and it's 1-0 Strathroy. Now dumped inside the LaSalle zone. Weingart to the hash marks now, trying to get it away. Faulkner backhands one. That one goes off the side of the net. Faulkner trying to get it back to Cucci. Cucci looking, comes up to the point, but it's going to get past everyone and all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. Smith now cross to his D partner in Barnes. Barnes pass off the stick of Faulkner and back to the LaSalle zone here for Weingart. Going to leave that one out front of the net, and it's going to be picked up coming forward. Booker Booker with a couple guys on him just shovels that one off the boards and out, and now it's going to be turned over at the line. Strathroy will get the puck back inside their own zone. Pass up, Faulkner to Nelson, who's just on the ice, and he'll shovel that one in as the Rockets complete a line change.
That's a heads-up play there. He knows the rest of his unit is going off. He just dumped it into the corner. Safe play.
And now he'll finish up that change to get a fresh line out there. LaSalle setting up behind their net here. 7:55 to go in period number 1. Quick pass from the LaSalle line. Trying to work that one up, and Burke didn't like the way it was developing. Took it back to his own line. Now chip forward. That one past it, and just out of the reach of the captain, Pavian, will be an icing call against LaSalle.
It hit Horner just shy of the red line, and Pavia, who was standing at the Rockets' blue line, reached for all he was worth, but couldn't make contact with the puck. The result will be a face-off down low to the left of Downey in the LaSalle zone.
Face-off off to the left of Downey. Pavia in the corner now for LaSalle. Gets it off to the blue line. Kane Johnson battling to try and get the puck back. Held on to by Hewitt. Hewitt now down low. Arm comes up here as a penalty is on the way. A roughing call, and Strathroy will now get a power play chance with 7:27 to go here in the first.
Yeah, Wiley Burkett. 2 minutes for roughing. Heading to the penalty box here. We'll have another face-off to the left of Kyle Downey, but this time there'll be 5 red shirts and 4 gray ones. 7:27 to go in the first.
Perry won cleanly back to the point. Now over to Kindry. Kindry shot through traffic. That one tipped wide into the corner. Balaz now to Perry. Just past him, and it's going to be chipped forward. And here come the Vipers. 2-on-1 short-handed. Looking. Pass. Out of the way. Rebound scores. It's the captain. Pavia short-handed. And this game is tied at 1.
Well, 2 things here. A very unlucky break. Owen Kindry blocked the pass, but Nixon was going from right to left because he expected it to make it there, but the puck bounced right back to Pavia, who buried it in the net. Second, that's a pinch you can't make at the blue line. He had no chance of getting to that puck first, and it turned into a 2-on-1, and we are now tied.
So game tied at 1 now. Rockets still with almost a full 2 minutes on the power play. That shorthanded goal early. Now Perry, he'll break it in right side inside of the LaSalle zone. Fires one back around the boards. Now held on to in the corner. Leacott just out of his reach. Katevsky there to try and get it. The Rockets with the puck. Up to the point for Kindry. Right side, Elliston bounces off his stick. Elliston again, pass off the skate there, and it's back out to center here for Kindry. 45 seconds gone off the power play so far. Perry at center. Now to Nelson. Nelson brings it in. 2 defenders right on him here in the corner. Now puck loose back behind the net, and the dump chance there knocked away by Balaz. Balaz, Perry. Perry gets it up to Elliston at the blue line. Over to Hall. Now back to Elliston. Looks for a shot through traffic. That one's off a shin pad into the corner. Perry there to try and knock it away. Balaz, his pass to nobody, and LaSalle will send that one the length of the ice.
Yeah, a bit of a frustrating minute 15 there for the first unit. It's now Faulkner, Johnson, and Cucci come over the boards.
Cucci now at the Strathroy blue line. Pass is able to get it up, and now chipped to Faulkner. Faulkner breaks it in. Faulkner looking for a pass. It's right into the shin pads. Still holding on to it here. Up to the line. Pass. Smith looking right side. Shot through traffic, and that one blocked and went just wide of the net. Now picked up behind the goal here. Trying to get it away, Kane Johnson. He goes into the corner with Driard, and it's going to be cleared out to center here with 10 seconds to go here on the man advantage. Smith circles back inside the Strathroy zone, and that'll do it for the power play here as Faulkner at center will carry it forward. Faulkner looking for a shot right into the legs there of Weingard, and now the Vipers will pick it up from their own zone. Quick outlet pass onto the stick, breaking in alone. Oh, and it's stopped there by Nixon. Rockets looking to clear another one. That one goes wide of the net. Picked up by Marshall. Puck turned over out front. Another chance. That one just wide. Trying to come out the side of the net there. Marshall will pick it up right at the side of the post there as it'll be chipped off the stick of Cucci and inside of the LaSalle zone. Now a turnover at the line. Gallant to Piercy, knocked away by Leacott. Back out to Crevier. Crevier will get to center and he'll dump it in. Barnes in the corner. Nice move to put that one through the legs and get it up to the middle of the ice. Piercy will jump that one into the LaSalle zone. Didn't get very far. Now he'll pick it back up at center ice. Couple of moves to try and work it past, but the Vipers will pick it up at center now. Left side as they work their way across the line. Shot on Nixon. Stop. Rebound. Another one. And Nixon right there to make the save.
Stefan Crevier sent in alone. You could see him going to the referee looking for a penalty call. He felt that he was either slashed or hooked on the play, but a big save by Nixon. Ultimately, with 4:25 to go in the first, we're still tied at 1. And the big line back over the boards for the Rockets.
Around the boards, it gets over to Michael Elliston, chips it up to Carson Perry, who had it knocked off his stick at center. Knight on Kindry. Kindry go back to Laszlo, and Laszlo now up to center. Chipped by Elliston just inside the LaSalle zone. Back behind the net for Belaz. 2 Vipers right on him, pin him against the wall. Elliston in there to try and help get that puck out. Weingart on Elliston now. Now Perry up to the point. Laszlo looking, shot that one just wide. Tried to go on the blocker side of Downey, and it's going to be cleared out by LaSalle. Now dumped back to the LaSalle line. A little catch and play here as it's over to Kindry. Now Belaz just over the line, turned over, and here comes Lee Knight inside of the Strathroy zone. Knocked off the stick by Faulkner. Now Kindry turns on the Jets, comes in across the line. Elliston was the intended recipient, but he wasn't ready for the drop pass, and it was knocked away. Horn gets to center, and he dumps it in on the backhand. Back behind the Strathroy net. Kindry now off the stick of Nelson, up to center. Out of the reach of Cucci. Now a quick pass onto the stick. Eaton in across the line, looking for a shot on, and right into the logo there of Chaz Nixon.
Looking very solid in the net tonight. The only goal that was scored was not his fault. Bad bounce in front of the net. But he's been steady. When you got pucks hitting you in the chest like that, as often as he's had in the first period, you know he's well positioned.
Right off the draw, picked up. Katevsky down low. Smith bounces off him and then cleared down the ice.
Linesman ruled that Horn could have played that. They wave off the icing.
Now Cucci at the side there. Bounces off the glass, picks it up again. Pass down low. Nelson looking out front, coming in there, and a shot on. Right out front, and finally blown down by the official.
That's the whistle. Yeah, that's the fault of the official. I can't believe it took that long to blow the whistle. Somebody's going here. LaSalle felt that the Rockets were digging, but the whistle hadn't gone. Now, I can't say whether or not the puck was actually covered. I'm going to guess not, or he would have blown the whistle. And now you can see the ref having a good conversation here with Kyle Downey. Probably wondering the same thing, man. What do I got to do?
Yeah, what does a guy got to do to get a whistle around here?
Yeah.
Nonetheless, face-off will be off to his left here inside the LaSalle zone. 2:41 to go here in the opening period. Up to the point for Hall. Hall now looking. Johnson shot off a stick and over top of that line out of play. So we'll get a whistle coming inside the LaSalle zone.
Kane Johnson's had a really solid first period. He had a shift a few minutes ago where he basically owned the puck in the Vipers zone. Good on the cycle. Got the puck back, stripped it back twice on that shift. He's been hustling.
Now he tries to get it to the net. Was knocked away. Vipers in the path here, coming the other way. Graniero wide, looking out front. Nobody there to pick up the puck. It'll be Hogarth throwing it off the wall, getting it up to Johnson, who comes through. Now Johnson wide on the right side, taken out into the corner there. Rockets bench was looking for a call. They're not going to get it. Pass up through the middle. Graniero trying to dump that one past Marshall. Steps past him now, and he'll throw it around the boards. Back behind the net, trying to chase it down. Little stutter step move by Hull as he'll throw it back the other way. Kept in at the line by Leacock. Down low for Ryan Marshall. Up to Hewitt. Hewitt pokes that one up to the line. Kept in again by Leacock. No, they're going to say it came out. Just at the line there with 1:51 to go here in the first.
Keen eye from the linesman across on the other side. Great attempt to keep it in. Jump to catch it, but to no avail. Face-off will be right out in front of the Rockets bench, just outside their zone with 1:51 to go here.
Perry wins the face-off back to Owen Kindry. Throws it off the boards, gets it up to Balaz. Balaz now a backhand pass, trying to find that one over to Elliston. Was knocked away by Hamelin, and now just inside the LaSalle zone. Turned over. Balaz looking over to Elliston. Might have had a better shot if he tried to get a shot off towards the net there, but the Rockets still inside the LaSalle zone as it's dumped in by Laszlo. Now Balaz tied up in the corner. Perry gets in there as well. 2 Rockets up against the wall trying to get the puck loose there. 2 Vipers battling as well here as the puck's still pinned up against the wall. Finally it comes loose, rimmed around the boards, past everyone, and back out to center for Laszlo. Now Kindry. Laszlo left side, pass through the middle of the ice. This one's going to be knocked away, and back the other way comes Crevier. Crevier, nice move, backhander, that one just wide of the blocker side. Created the chance there, and now it comes back the other way. Perry at the line, Elliston, toe drag, move, backhander, fires it over top of the shoulders and over top of the net, and cleared all the way back out to center ice. Now trying to chip that one. Nice play by Kindry to keep it away from Crevier. It'll be poked forward, dumped inside the zone by Balaz, and in there to chase it is Elliston. Puck fired back out to the blue line. Coming through the middle of the ice, Crevier knocked away from him. Now he gets it back, fires it up to the Strathroy line for Smith. Smith off the boards, now up to center. Horn just across the line. Over the left side, breaking in, looking out front, and it goes all the way up to the blue line for Horn again. Horn well wide of the goal, bounces off the end boards, kept in. 13 seconds to go here in period number 1. Battle up against the wall. Gillis comes out. Horn rimmed around the boards here. 5 seconds to go in the period. Trying to work it out front, looking for a shot. Couldn't get it off. Poked away, and the horn will go. As the Rockets and Vipers will head to the break here, tied at 1.
A bad pinch and an unlucky bounce are the only things standing between the Rockets and a 1-0 lead here. The game is tied at 1. And that last play by Michael Ellison, I think he might be the only player on the Rockets who might actually give that a try. You know, forehand to the backhand, tried to go over the shoulder ear hole under the bar. He missed. But you've got to have good hands and be super creative to even attempt to play like that during the game.
So the Rockets get on the board first when they go tic-tac-toe to the captain Carson Perry to put them up 1-0. A short power play later, and LaSalle would get themselves the tie game back when Nick Pavia goes in and scores a shorthanded goal. Spencer Leacock with the assist for LaSalle, and after 20 minutes of play, we are tied at 1. Shots on goal favor LaSalle, 12-7 here, but Eldon, as you mentioned there, the Rockets, aside from that one little misplay on the power play, overall a pretty good first period.
Looked good on the penalty kill. Killed off an early penalty to Nigel Piercy. And I won't say that they carried the play, but when they were in the Vipers zone, they got some chances. They looked a little dangerous. And like I said, my goodness, I'm not sure I've seen a prettier passing play all season by any team we've seen than the one we saw here that led to the Perry goal.
So tied at 1 after 1 here in Strathroy. One of 3 games going on in the Western Conference tonight. St. Thomas is in Kamoka to take on the Kings. It's a 2-0 lead for St. Thomas, just getting underway in the second period. And then a rare Saturday night at the Western Fair is St. Mary's and the Nationals. It's the Nationals leading 2-0, just past the halfway mark of the second period of play. Here in Strathroy, we're tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. We'll go to break. Second period coming up here from Strathroy. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page and watching on hockeytv.com. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting, and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! That's to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, we welcome you back here to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page and on hockeytv.com. 20 minutes of play complete here in Strathroy on this Saturday night, and we're tied at 1 after the first period. The Rockets got on the board first, Eldon, on a tic-tac-toe goal from the top line to put them up 1-0. But a short power play later and a shorthanded goal for Lasalle, and we're tied at 1. That's where we sit after one period of play.
In all honesty, 1-1 isn't the worst result, although you're disappointed. A bit of an untimely pinch attempt at the blue line turns into a 2-on-1, which appears to be broken up by Owen Kindry blocking the pass across, but unfortunately the puck came right back to Pavia, who put it in the wide open net because Nixon followed the puck. Bad break, but a beautiful goal by Perry. Actually, he had the least beautiful part of it. All he had to do was keep his stick on the ice, let the puck hit it. Passing play between Balaz and Elliston over to Perry in front of the net. One of the prettiest goals I've seen all season at any level. And we are tied at 1 after 1.
That goal by the Rockets to put them up 1-0 didn't last very long. And we talked about the pinch there, and I believe I'd have to go back and look at it. But with the power play, you have Michael Elliston, who's playing at the top right point there, a guy that doesn't play, obviously, defense usually. And he just got caught up trying to keep the puck inside the zone when the better play would have been to step back.
Yep, he got, just unlucky, like a half a heartbeat. Pavia got to the puck before he did, chipped it off the boards by Elliston, and of course Elliston's moving in the wrong direction at that point. Just an unlucky break, and then even unluckier with the play, the pass break up by Kindry that bounced right back to Pavia. There was one thing I wanted to mention on air here. Jet Luchenko, AP for the Rockets, has played 4 games for the Rockets this season, was recognized as an under-16 AAA All-Star this week, and noted as a player to watch. Luchenko has good wheels. He's shown to be not out of place playing at this level. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Jet for that recognition. AAA junior night, and a good little player who's got a good future ahead of him in junior hockey.
As you mentioned there, we've seen him already this season in a Rockets uniform a number of times, and certainly didn't look out of place as the officials back out to the ice here, and we'll get ourselves set and ready for period number 2.
Sometimes wonder about the young guys when they come up and play. There's 20-year-olds in this league, right? Men, basically. And you always kind of wonder how they're going to look or how they're going to fit in. And Elliston was that guy 2 years ago. And I think I said this on air in one of the recent games. I think that Michael is the most skilled player on the Rockets team. And getting him in that trade for Riley Wood, I think, was probably a really important piece coming back this way. And he is. I'm not shy to say he's the best player on the team. He's the most skilled with the puck. And they're better to have him.
We saw evidence of that in the first period, and you even touched on it there where he made a move that he went from his forehand to the backhand at the side of the net, essentially stick handling in a phone booth there, and then put it over top of the goalie down his shoulder there. Not a whole lot of guys on this Rockets team that could stick handle that way and still get the shot off. And a good shot it was, just over top of the net, but showing off his hands there.
Kids now, I'm a lot older than you are, but watching at the NHL level, Trevor Zegras and players like that, and you see the move that Elliston tried, they're so much more confident in their abilities, and they're not going to get in trouble if they miss as much as they might have used to when I was that age, 25, 30 years ago. And God bless them, because the game is better for that level of skill.
Ready to go at center ice here, and it'll be 5-on-5 to start the second period as the face-off is won back into the Strathroy zone. Laszlo there to pick it up. He chips it over to Nelson. Nelson trying to get that one past Eaton. Didn't get it very far. Kept inside the blue line. Now nice move. Katevsky looking out front and into a jam out in front. But he picks the puck up again. Works it up to the point. Finlay keeps it in. Point shot on. Nixon makes the blocker save. and he covers up the rebound there as the Rockets hemmed in their own zone already to start this first period.
Jake Eaton lurking. That puck was loose, but not quite long enough for him to get a stick on it. Nixon covers it up. Face off to his right.
Puck out to center, and Cucci trying to chase that one down from Finley. Vipers still in control here. Eaton up to center. Cucci stays on side. Pass out to Nelson, and he just had that one go off his stick. Over to the right side. Kindry keeps it in at the point. Now down low, looking. Breakout pass off the stick there of Barrett and down inside the Strathroy zone. Waved off on the icing.
Bit of an unlucky break there, I think. Laszlo thought that was going to be icing.
Pass back to Laszlo on the right side. And off the stick of Cucci out of play. And we'll bring the face-off back to the Strathroy side of center. Just 56 seconds into the second period. And the Rockets will get a change with it.
Not sure what that was about. Pavia and Nixon having a little confab down here behind the play. Nothing ominous.
Pavia now wins it back, and Weingart will bring it up to center on a backhand pass. Now just out of the reach of Pavia. Hogarth to Hull, and now up to Kane Johnson. Johnson lost it at the Strathroy line. Now the puck will get out, and finally picked up there again by Kane Johnson. Gets it up to Hewitt. Hewitt couldn't dump it in from center, and the Vipers will pick the puck up inside their own zone. Circling back is Pavia. Hands it off, works up past the blue line, fires it off the boards, and then Marshall there to pick it up inside of the Strathroy end. In the corner now, trying to get the puck back. Gets past the official and past everyone over to the opposite side. Hogarth back behind the net now for Strathroy. Now into the corner. Up against the hash marks. Settles down the puck. Pavia back down low. There to try and work that one away. Gillis, he's tied up against the wall. Sitting back behind the net, and Hull will pick it up. Nice move to pick it up to Hewitt. Hewitt chips it past. Johnson will chase. Johnson now stops up. Pass over to Hogarth, and that one knocked away. As the Rockets will have to just take that one and dump it in and finish up a line change. Carrying it up past the LaSalle bench now. Weingart. Stopped by Charlie Barnes. Now in the corner, still holding onto it. Pass through the middle of the ice, and now Balaz will pick it up and come forward. Balaz in across the blue line. Toe drag move, knocked off his stick. Picked up by Smith. Smith into the slot, still holding on there, and he took a little bit of a hit and jarred the puck loose as it's dumped down into the Strathroy end.
Extra move, he almost got himself killed.
Might have been better off to take the shot when he had the open chance, and a shot fired on this time just wide of Jazz Nixon now as LaSalle getting their chances. Barnes back behind the net here for Strathroy. Brings it out past the net and up to center. Past a couple of defenders, and he'll dump it in on a backhand. Now Balaz, who steps just in across the blue line, will rim it around the boards. Down there to get it. Perry tried to chip it past him to himself, and the Vipers will get it back. Long pass coming across center, knocked away by Kindry. Now back up. Crevier into the corner. Crevier left side, tries to cut out front. That one off a skate. Picked up again, tried to go up front to Morneau, and now the Rockets will just chip that one out, and it's going to hit off a player inside the LaSalle bench.
We're going to discuss whether or not it went straight out. Nope, face-off's going to come back down in. The Rockets bench pleading their case that it deflected off of a Viper into the bench.
I think the conversation now with the official and the Rockets bench, Jason Williams saying that it hit a player on the LaSalle bench who was over top of the boards. But I think if the puck's destined to go out either way.
Yeah. You're never going to get that call.
Rockets all right with it. Laszlo, quick pass coming through the middle there. And set down was Spezial, although he didn't have. And now another hit coming through there. That one's going to get called.
Yeah.
Boarding.
Should have been an interference call at center ice. It wasn't. Greenwell decided to double down and fire Piercy into the boards. That's probably boarding. I missed the signal.
Yeah, that's what he had originally, a boarding call.
Sometimes penalties aren't, it's just it was unnecessary. He didn't need to hit him in that spot 3 feet from the boards. Guys get hurt that way. There's no need for that.
Pavia will pick it up from behind the LaSalle net and fire it off the boards. They'll get it back out to center, and now Elliston will hold on to it just inside the Strathroy blue line. Over to Kindry on the left side. Kindry works his way in, fires it around the boards, and the Rockets will now have to chase. Gets past everyone and fired off, and Elliston will pick it up to at least keep it in Strathroy possession. Now Balaz, nice move. Toe drag, another one, shot fired on and stopped by Downey. Not the toughest save he's had to make tonight.
Balaz getting chirped here by the Vipers. I'm not sure what happened. They're not happy with him right now. Pavia is really letting him have it here. Balaz is not shy.
1:32 to go.
I missed something there.
Yeah.
I don't know what I missed there, but
It couldn't have just been because of the Deeks. So
It couldn't have
obviously
been.
we missed something down on the ice that upset the Vipers, because there wasn't one or two guys. There was the whole line out there that was giving it to Brandon Balaz. Eaton intercepts a pass, and now he'll tie it up against the wall down inside the Strathroy zone. It's going to take 3 Rockets to try and get this puck loose, and now they finally do, and it's Carson Perry bringing it out. Perry, pass off the stick of Nelson. Nelson will chase down low, and he'll get past Finlay into the corner. Now up front to Perry. Perry. Nelson with some space. Quick pass down low. Balaz works it behind the net here. Up to the point. Elliston looking for a pass, and that one's going to be intercepted and sent down the length of the ice onto the goal of Nixon. Nixon, quick pass, and the Rockets are going to get caught here. And it's going to be a too many men on the ice call for Strathroy, and that'll do it for the rest.
there was a bit of a fire drill going on in front of the Rockets bench. And unfortunately for them, the puck came out of their zone right to one of the players coming onto the ice. And I'm no mathlete, but there was more than 5 red shirts out there.
Eldon, I love a goalie that plays the puck, but you got to watch it when you're throwing it anywhere close to the bench.
Well, he had to see the line change going on, right? Sometimes discretion's a better part of valor. Just, hold on to it if you need to.
Inside of the Strathroy zone will be Faulkner working his way out past center. Spins back, didn't like how it was developing, now hands it over to Barnes. Barnes move to get it past the defender. Now Weingart in the corner, tied up, and it'll be LaSalle picking the puck up, firing on a backhand out to center. Hamlin trying to battle. Faulkner tips it to himself, and he'll carry it circling back inside of the Strathroy zone. Now Faulkner up through the middle, turned over, and he'll get the puck back at the blue line. A couple too many moves almost cost him there.
That's twice Faulkner's really had a play at the blue line that could have led to a break.
Piercy cutting in, knocked off his stick. Smith with it. Trying to go back down low. The Rockets now short-handed here, down a man, and LaSalle on the power play for what is going to be another minute here. From their own end. Passed up through the middle of the ice now at center. Handing it back on defense. Booker. This quick pass, and now they'll circle back all the way back behind the net of Downey and set up again. That's Crevier, who, if you were to pick one guy on this LaSalle team who captains the power play, it certainly is Crevier. Handing it off and now working in across the line. Lee caught on the right side, looking for a shot to the net. That one stopped by Nixon, up to the blue line and out, all the way back out to center for Pavia. Circling back in, and now he'll come inside the Strathroy zone. Pavia wide, right side, looks for a pass out front, and that one wide of everyone. Up to the point again. Morneau looking for a shot. Tipped off his stick and wide to Crevier in the corner. 14 seconds to go here on the power play. Crevier's pass off his stick, gets it over to Leacott. Looking for a shot through traffic, passed over to Pavia. Pavio looking. Leacott bounces off the boards and out, and now back to even strength here as Marshall fires it off the boards. Nelson couldn't hold on to it here. Pavia still with it. Leacott looking, shot on. That one blocked again. Marshall back to Hull, who's back behind the Strathroy net. Turned over, out front, onto the stick there. Pavia backhand, that one wide of the goal. Back out to center here for Cucci. Cucci at the blue line. Tried to move that one into the corner. knocked off his stick, and now LaSalle will get the puck back at their own blue line. Morneau will circle back, hand it over. Leacott, left side, off the boards and out, up to center ice, and now Kindry with it. Kindry just going to fire it into the corner. Now trying to chip that one away. Hewitt, shot on, well wide of the blocker side. There to try and pick it up. Johnson couldn't stop it. Pass out of the reach of everyone. Back for Laszlo. Now Katavsky trying to cut to the net there. Had it knocked away from him. Now off a skate. Out front. Bouncing around there. And the Rockets happy to get this one cleared out to center as here comes Hogarth. Steps in across. Pass. Hewitt. Shot on. It's going to be blocked. Kindry now with it. Hands it off down low. Hewitt. 2 Vipers right on him. Still trying to play the puck here. Johnson just outside the scrum, comes up to the point for Kindry, who's just going to throw it back into the corner. Now across to the far right side. Coming in from the point there, Laszlo, and it's going to be sent down the ice. Bouncing puck. Kindry is going to settle it down for Strathroy behind the net. Up to Laszlo. Laszlo dumped in. Johnson, who's just at the blue line there, picked it up and then dumps it back inside the LaSalle zone. Drouillard, quick pass through the middle there, off a couple of shin pads, and now turned over at center again. Here comes Drouillard, stepping inside, looking for a shot through traffic. That one's blocked again. Now to the net, and it's going to be cleared out, and now it's going to be a foot race for Hewitt, going down against him, and it's going to be knocked away into the corner. Back and forth play here, and now Lee Knight up against the wall. He's going to have this one go right past him, and it's going to be an icing against LaSalle.
Yeah, the physicality's really picked up here in the last few minutes. A lot more chirping going on, a lot more, did you see what he did to me? and some body contact we weren't seeing in the first period.
Down low inside the LaSalle zone, trying to come away with the puck there. Spezial had it knocked off his stick, now sitting off to the side of the net. It'll be covered up by Downey. And we'll get a whistle here. 10:44 to go in the second. You mentioned the physicality. These two teams, although the 5th meeting of the season, a lot of those meetings taking place very early on. They played twice in the first 3 games of the season, another one a couple of weeks later, and then the most recent meeting was before Christmas. So a good 2 months ago.
December 22nd in LaSalle, the last time these two teams played each other.
But picking right back off where they left off. Chipped inside the Strathroy blue line. Smith, a nice spin move to get it out. Booker will dump it in from just inside of center. Now Faulkner trying to pass that one over. Piercy with him as well. Piercy will pick it up now. Piercy kicks it back up to his stick and now dumps it in. Setting off to the side of the net. Weingard, Nelson right on him. Pass comes over to Gillis. Gillis, pass Faulkner, and now picking it up, coming through center is Pavia. Pavia move at the line, and they're going to put him offside. That one move by the captain.
Granero thought he was going to come in, and as you said, the extra move. Yeah, and there's, I think, 4 players, 4 for sure, on the Rockets that were not on the club the last time these two teams played. So, lots of, familiarity, obviously, but the teams are not quite the same between the trade deadline happening and the break for COVID. But one thing that hasn't changed is Pavia and Crevier dominating for the Vipers.
Shot on, and Nixon there to make the save. Down into the butterfly.
Crevier is that guy that when the Rockets play them, he just seems to be that guy who gets that late goal or sets up that late goal or gets the big play that turns the tide for the Vipers when they end up winning those games.
Face off to Nixon's left inside the Strathroy zone, and it's going to be up to the point now. Shot on through traffic. That one tipped just wide. Trying to hold on to it here. It's Crevier out to the slot, looking through traffic, knocked away again. They're trying to get the puck back is Hull. Morneau into the corner against Perry. Bodies flying here as the puck off onto the left side. Now Marshall pokes that one away, gets it over. Balaz comes forward, steps inside the blue line. Nice move, holds it off to Marshall right side, and he overskated it. Crevier dumped up forward onto the stick of Finlay. Finlay looking to the middle, and Morneau just out of his reach. Might have been away at the races there. And a bouncing puck will find its way over top of the stick of Lecott all the way back into the LaSalle zone. Quick pass up. Now at the point. Elliston. Perry looking for a shot. That one right into the skates of Finlay. Couldn't get a good shot off there.
Got to try and one-time that. Even if you don't get a ton on it, you got to get that shot on goal.
Lecott now the other way at the blue line. Shot stopped by Nixon. Big rebound comes out front, and Nixon there again on his wallet to make the save.
Nice little feed back out front. And all Crevier could do was put it into Nixon's legs were wide apart, and it ended up the puck just went right back in between them, and he was able to close it, as you said, sitting on the seat of his pants. Able to get credit for a save.
All started with a rebound off the glove of Nixon, which you don't see very often. Usually very good with his rebound control. But he's able to make the second stop there. Taken down behind the net here. Penalty on the way to LaSalle as it's turned over out front. And
Katavsky is going to get the penalty, I believe.
And I think he knew it the way that he was trying to draw someone else in there after the whistle.
Yeah, well, he ended up being the guy who touched the puck, but in that attempt, he fired a backhand shot toward the goal. He missed. I would say that one of the Strathroy defenders thought that was uncool. I'm sorry, it is not Katevsky. It is not 16, but 6. Barrett getting the penalty. My mistake. Gabe Barrett. 2 minutes for tripping.
So Strathroy back to the power play here with 8:49 to go in the second. It'll be dumped back in down low. Behind the net here for Kane Johnson, over to Cucci. Cucci back to Johnson, sitting back behind the net here. Trying to battle to get that puck over. Does get it over to Cucci. Cucci now trying to walk out, firing a shot on that one right into the shin pads of Drouillard. Cucci now looking out front. Good chance there. Faulkner holding on to it. Couldn't get the shot off at the doorstep there. Now fires one over top of the net. This one's going to bounce off the boards into the corner. Cucci now going to lose this battle. Puck goes up to the blue line, but it's kept in by Smith. Smith back down low for Kane Johnson. Johnson, nice move there, but he's pinned up against the wall by Weingard. Now Weingard again here. He's setting up picks here on Faulkner. Comes over to Cucci. Cucci spins in the corner, gets some space. Hands it down low, still holding on to it. Gets it over to Johnson, now to Hall. Hall, Smith, shot, that one goes wide. Hits off the official, stops it up a little bit. Johnson down low for Faulkner. 55 seconds to go here in the man advantage. Faulkner pass, Johnson in the middle, knocked away. Faulkner again, up to the point for Hall. Hall walks across the line. Faulkner looking, shot, off the bar, it's in!
It's in.
Off the back bar and in, power play goal for Faulkner.
The referee called that immediately. Kyle Downey, all he knows is he heard iron. Nobody's really complaining for the Vipers. But poor Downey, he looks like he just lost his dog. Looking out like, really? But Jenkin was all over that. He blew the whistle and pointed immediately. What a shot.
What a shot on the power play, and Rockets have gotten the lead back now 2-1.
That power play turned out better than the last one. This time they scored, as opposed to giving up the shorthanded goal the first time around.
One back, Finlay. Right side, and now Spezial gets in the way of the pass there. Hogarth will dump it in just inside his center. Picked up behind the LaSalle net here, and they'll set up and get ready to come up ice. Right side, Lecott pass to Gillis. Gillis tips that one in off his stick into the Strathroy zone. Laszlo around the boards to Pavia. Pavia with a man right on him there, now poking that one past and coming the other way, and Hogarth couldn't settle down the puck and get it back here, as LaSalle will have it just out front of their bench. Now Kindry off the boards, up to Hewitt. Hewitt now just going to dump that one forward on the backhand. It's not going to have enough for icing here as Finlay's back to get it just at the line. Over to Lecott. Loses his edge a little bit, back up to his feet, and at his own line. Quick pass is going to be tipped in off the stick of Gillis. Laszlo back behind the Strathroy net and had some time to move the puck. Couldn't. Looking over, left side. Pavia couldn't get the shot off there. Fired into the skates of Spezial, and now another hit penalty coming on the way here. And Coot.
Yeah, they got to be careful. Hogarth's got to be careful here that he doesn't even this up. The penalty's coming. I think it's Granero. who's going to the box here. Again, a boarding call. Second boarding call of this period for the Vipers.
And the official all over the call there.
Yeah.
Good 3 feet off the boards when the hit came from Granero.
So dangerous. It's needless.
And you can understand the frustrations from Hogarth trying to step in there and protect his teammate, but you also got to know that the penalty's on the way.
Yeah. And that's some real, I mean, I want my teammates to step up like that, but good on him for being smart enough to not even that up.
So the Rockets back to the power play here. It's Perry in the corner, leaving it for Nelson, up to the blue line for Elliston. Now Perry in the corner, going to work around the perimeter. Elliston, Perry looking, shot over top of the net there, bounces off the glass over to Kindry. Now Balaz, up to the point again, blue line, down low, Balaz, Kindry shot, that one well wide, off the end boards, and Perry leaves it back behind the net for Nelson. Nelson with the Vipers all over him there, gets away from danger, comes up to the point for Elliston. Elliston trying to looking over. Balaz left the stick of Drouillard to make sure he kept the puck in possession of Strathroy. Pass off a stick to Perry. Perry up to the point. Elliston back to Perry. Perry, Kindry, top, looking shot, that one right into the shin pads, but they're going to be able to get the puck back in the corner. Now Balaz with it. Up to Perry at the blue line. Perry, Elliston shot on. That one's tipped. It goes into the corner. Once again here up to Elliston. 55 seconds to go in the power play. Kindry shot over top of the net. Bounces over to Perry. Up to the point for Elliston. Elliston settles it down. Kindry, look, shot off another skate and into the corner here. Still in possession are the Rockets. Elliston's pass into the corner. There's Kindry to get it. Skates it up, Elliston. Perry, Elliston, shot. That one stopped. Drouillard to get it. Cleared up to the line, but not out. Kindry, Elliston, shot. Scores! Balaz with the tip on the point shot. And another power play goal has Strathroy up 3-1.
The puck movement on that power play, they spent the entire minute 36 in the Lasalle zone. Elliston quarterbacking, him and Kindry moving that puck around. And Balaz standing right where you need your goal scorer to stand, right in front of the net, tips the point shot, and it's 3-1 Rockets.
The power play that has struggled for a lot of the season has a couple of big goals here in the second period, and it's a 3-1 Strathroy lead with 4:52 to go in the second. Off the draw, Crevier. Just inside the blue line now, fires one on goal, stopped by Nixon. Back behind the net, holding on to the puck here. Looking out front, Pavia, he's knocked down. Hewitt with it, fires it off the boards, picked up just at the line. Big hit coming through, arm comes up. Penalty on the way to Strathroy as it's just inside the zone. Back behind the net, still holding on to it here. To the bench is Downey, up to the point for Finley. Now down low, another penalty on the way here. This one's going to be to Strathroy as well. The shot's on and wide. Picked up again here. There's two penalties on the play for Strathroy. One out front of the net, one down the other side from the Strathroy bench. Shot on, stopped, and cleared down the ice here. And Strathroy's going to be down a couple.
Blake Hull's going to get the first one that happened right in front of the Rockets zone. And it's going to be something high hit, head contact, or I'm not sure what, but the arm went up immediately. And it looks like Ryan Marshall's going to join him.
Marshall out front of the Strathroy net when the Vipers had the extra attacker on, took someone out.
Yeah, that one I didn't notice, but you spotted the other arm, which wasn't previously up, going up. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have the clock isn't updated yet, but I think we're going to be 5-on-3 here for a full 2 minutes.
2 up on the clock there for
Marshall.
And I think it's going to be another 2 for Blake Hull. And a full 2 minute 5-on-3 here for LaSalle, and they're going to use their timeout.
Yeah, they want their top line was out there with the extra man for the delayed penalty, and they want to rest them, get a play drawn up here so that they can get their top line. I see Morneau, Crevier, Pavia, Leacott.
And you talk about big penalty kills, this will be the biggest of them.
Ooh.
A full 2 minutes of 5-on-3 here for Lasalle.
Well, the game is far from over. We got 24 minutes left, regardless of these two penalties. The Rockets have struggled in the third period this season, so holding leads is not something that they have excelled at. So it's going to be difficult to do anyway, and they just made the job a whole lot tougher. And two defensemen in the box.
Yeah, two of your penalty-killing defensemen in the box here.
Yeah. So Kindry and Smith will join Hogarth out here as the three skaters as we get ready for a face-off to the left of Chaz Nixon.
Right off the draw, it's going to go out of play, and it should bring the face-off outside, as I think LaSalle won that cleanly. I could be mistaken.
No, they've decided they're going to put it back in. The linesman was he immediately pointed out. But
off the draw, one back, out into the slot now, and picked up by Lecott at the blue line. Hands it off, Morneau, back to Lecott. Now down low for Crevier. Crevier is going to work this one all the way up to the points here. Looks for a chance, hands it off left side. That one's blocked by Kindry, and Kindry will fire that one down the length of the ice.
Great work by Owen Kindry.
And the Rockets not wasting any time getting fresh legs out there as Hogarth to the bench and Perry on the ice. Coming across center, Crevier. And Crevier is going to dance around Pavia, hand that one off to Lecott here. Morneau now. Down low, back up, Lecott. Pavia, side of the net, bounce pass off the boards to Crevier on the opposite side. Now they're just playing catch, looking out front, up to the point, able to hold on to it, Lecott. Lecott walks the line, looks, hands it off to Morneau. Morneau, side of the net, Crevier, out front, Nixon spread out, makes the save, and it's cleared down the ice by Smith.
And the defense are going to have to hurry here if they want to change.
Long pass onto the stick of Crevier, 50 seconds to go here on the 5-on-3.
Wow, I can't believe that worked out the way it did. Good for them to get the change.
Crevier fanned on the pass, but he got it back onto his stick, hands it off to Morneau. Morneau looking out front. Laszlo fires it down the ice, and now Perry will get to finish up that change here.
Hogarth back out for Perry. They just swap spots on the penalty kill.
Hogarth for the first 30, Perry for the next minute, and Hogarth to finish it off here. Lecott steps inside the blue line. Hands it off. Looking, Lecott again. Got the return pass that time. Leaves it for Burkett. Back, Lecott. Hands it off down low, trying to walk out front. Knocked off the stick there. Another shot on, and stopped by Nixon. 5 seconds left on the 5-on-3.
Great job killing this penalty. Smith and Kindry come back out. That was really dangerous. They both tried to change at the same time. Long pass by Downey up to the forwards. Didn't end up costing them as Laszlo and Barnes were able to get back there. And as you said, 5 seconds to go. Big kill here by Strathroy.
Kindry will tie it up into the corner. Hall and Marshall ready to go, and they're back out onto the ice. Both of them into play. Shot on! Nixon glove save. And that'll do it for the 5-on-3. A huge penalty kill for the Rockets.
Massive kill. Up 2 goals. You just took the 2-goal lead on a power play goal of your own. The last thing you want to do is give it right back. But that's a huge kill for the Rockets. Great job by those kids to get that done.
The penalty kill huge here, but still 2 minutes left in this second period that you would love to get out of it with the lead. Shot from the corner, knocked away. There to try and pick it up. Fired against the wall, Eaton. Eaton looks out front. That one's going to be picked up. Trying to clear is Nelson, poking that one away. They get it right back. Eaton knocked off the puck. A big hit by Hall. Hall goes into the corner again. He's got to be careful. That was another high hit there on Eaton.
And he looked at the ref after he did it. He wasn't sure.
Shot through traffic. Glove down by Nixon. As the physicality here picking up between these two clubs.
Yeah, the back half of this period, the last 8 or 10 minutes really has been this way. Now you got Noah Nelson involved in the chirp fest.
91 seconds to go here in this second period. Rockets will bring fresh legs out there. It's their top line of Elliston, Perry, and Belaz, with Smith and Barnes on the back end. And a big defensive zone draw. Right side now. Pass over to Finlay. Finlay off the end boards there. Now Smith on a backhand. Up to the blue line. Not out. Leacott keeps it in. Now Lee Knight down low to Pavia. Pavia looks out front. No one there to pick it up for Lasalle. Right onto the stick there and up to center. Off the stick of Elliston. Now Belaz knocks it down, but it's going to work in the favor here of LaSalle's. A shot fired on from Pavia is blocked away by Nixon. Holding on to it on the right side. Now Lee Knight. Pickpocketed there. It's Belaz with it. Just going to flip it up through the middle there. Knocked down by the captain, Pavia again. He'll bring it out to center. Comes in at the blue line. Into the corner for Lee Knight. Knight tied up against the wall with Barnes. You got to be careful there. About a foot taller than him.
Yeah, it's a big size difference.
Belaz takes the pass from Perrin. He'll fire that one down, but it's going to hit off that low-hanging scoreboard at center. A 36.1 to go here in the period.
Yeah, a bit of an unlucky break, but they do get to change. So the final 36.1 will have Laszlo and Kindry on defense, and Hogarth, Johnson, and Hewitt coming out to finish this period.
Off the draw, one off to the side of the net there. Laszlo on a backhand, gets it up. Hogarth chips it to center and gets it there, and now he will try to pick it up again. Back to Laszlo. Just inside the Strathroy blue line. Over to Kindry. Kindry looking for a pass at center is Hogarth. Tipped and it goes right on goal of Downey having to make the save. Now another one off to the side. Morneau trying to chip that one past. Hogarth keeps it in at the blue line. And a nice play by Morneau to get it away. Dumped in again at center. Coming back the other way, Morneau hands it off. Pass Kindry into the corner. 5 seconds to go here in the period. Up to the blue line. Weingart shot through traffic. That one's tipped wide of the goal and cleared out as the horn goes to end the second period of play. But the Rockets pick up a pair of power play goals here in period number 2 and lead by 2 heading into what will be a big third period.
Yeah, it's probably going to be another physical period as the back half of this period was, and a little bit of frustration. You can see it on the Vipers in their play the last couple minutes there. They're not used to being in this situation when they play the Rockets, so you can anticipate that they're going to come out hard in the third period, thinking that they have no business being down in the game.
After 40 minutes of play here, it's a 3-1 Strathroy lead. 2 more goals coming here in the second period, both on the power play. Caden Faulkner with the first, Johnson and Cucci with the assist, and then it was Brandon Belaz with Elliston and Kindry picking up the assist for Strathroy's third goal of the game, the second of the second period, to give them that 2-goal lead. The shots on goal in that second period, 11-7 in favor of LaSalle. So once again, they lead that shot total, but the Rockets capitalizing on the power play. And really, Eldon, the story for me in that second period, the huge penalty kill for Strathroy with a 2-minute 5-on-3 with 4 minutes left in the period.
That's not something you usually see when you're down 2 men for 2 full minutes. Nobody's really going to cry. Nobody's going to fault you for maybe giving up one. And great job on the kill. Hogarth and Perry going back and forth at the forward spot. And Kindry doing yeoman's work as well to work killing that penalty. And it is huge, and it is the reason that they are still up 3-1.
On the out-of-town scoreboard, a 3-0 London Nationals lead over the St. Mary's Lincolns with about 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third period at the Western Fair. And then over at Kamoka, about 5 minutes into the third, St. Thomas holding on to a 2-goal lead, now 3-1 over the Kamoka Kings. Here in Strathroy, it's a 3-1 lead for the hometown club as we get set for period number 3. We'll take the break. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page, following along and watching on hockeytv.com. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy, and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, we welcome you back here to Strathroy inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center here as we are through two periods of hockey and getting set for period number 3. It's the Rockets out in front 3-1 after 2 power play goals in the second period to give them that 2-goal lead. A huge penalty kill with about 4 minutes to go in the period, and they'll see if they can ride off of that momentum into period number 3 here, Eldon.
You know, in a game where you've given up a shorthanded goal, I wouldn't normally jump to say that special teams are the reason that you are ahead. But that is exactly the case. Despite the fact they gave up a shorthanded goal on their first power play of the night, 2 power play goals in the second, and a massive penalty kill where they were down 2 men for 2 minutes. The specialty teams are absolutely the reason they have a 2-goal lead with 20 minutes to go.
And through those 2 periods of play, the Rockets have been outshot by the Vipers. They've just found themselves 14 shots on goal through 2 periods, which even for the Strathroy Rockets is a little bit low. But they've found the back of the net 3 times and 3 goals, Eldon. Those were nice goals. I mean, the passing play on goal number 1, a couple of power play goals for Strathroy. They are working for the goals tonight, and they have been rewarded.
And one guy who we haven't really, you don't see on the score sheet who's been a bulldog out there is Kane Johnson. Driving play down low, leading the cycle, stealing pucks in the offensive zone. He hasn't scored, but the goals they have scored are goals that we don't normally see them score. Like that passing play was unbelievable. But Faulkner with a Balaz-style wrist shot, like usually that's who's taken that. He went bar down, the back bar and down on that goal. And then Balaz right in front of the net for a tip-in. On the power play. I'm not sure I've seen one of them on the power play this season for Strathroy. They've been all over it, and let's see if it can continue with 20 minutes to go here with a 2-goal lead.
Teams making their way back out to the ice as we'll get set for the 3rd period here from Strathroy. Over in London, just finishing up there, looks like it's going to be a 3-0 final score for the Nationals. About 40 seconds to go in that hockey game. And over in Kamoka, a 4-1 lead now for the St. Thomas Stars. About 8 minutes to go in that hockey game. Of course, we try not to look too much at the out of town here, but with the playoffs just around the corner, you start looking at how things might line up, Eldon, and the Rockets.
Scoreboard watching is a thing.
Scoreboard watching certainly a thing. A big 20 minutes away here from trying to pick up 2 points on home ice.
They do trail the Stars by 1 point in the standings for 7th, but just keeping pace with them. And it's not all necessarily so much about trying to pass the Stars as it is to stay ahead of the Legionnaires.
And I think that is the big thing here coming into the final few weeks and into March here of this regular season.
And that 2 points that Sarnia didn't get last week helps put the Rockets already 6 points ahead of them.
Puck is down, and we're underway here to start period number 3. Onto the stick of Leacott at his own line, comes to center, and he'll throw one inside the Strathroy zone. Laszlo back behind the net. His pass knocked away. Gets it up. Elliston just at the blue line there, trying to throw that one past Leacott. Couldn't get it very far, and now picked up by Hamelin. Hamelin coming forward. Dumped in on a backhand. Thrown up through center, knocked away. Finlay onto the stick, Balaz. He made a move at the line there, and both of his teammates, Ellison and Perry, stepped inside the zone. Now back out, Balaz will pick it up off the skate and up to Laszlo inside of the Strathroy zone. Over to Kindry, back to Laszlo, and back behind the net. Pass to Elliston. They'll switch spots here as Elliston circles back again here. Didn't like the way that one was shaping up. Laszlo off the boards and out, down the ice here. Icing waved off as Finlay had a play on it. The Rockets will get a change. A minute into this 3rd period. Pass Crevier at the Lasalle bench. Picked up Hogarth. Now a long pass over to Hewitt. Hewitt dumps that one in. Bouncing puck on goal, and no chance but to cover it up here for Kyle Downey. And a whistle here, a minute and 10 seconds into the 3rd period.
Heads up play by the Vipers there. Lee caught threw a puck, tried to make a pass over to a player who was leaving. The door's open. You got another guy coming on, and nobody touched it. They just let it go to prevent the too many men penalty.
And that puck will find its way out of play right off the face-off. And will stay inside of the LaSalle zone. Same spot as it was 2 seconds earlier. Off the draw, Hogarth trying to pick it up, had it lost in his skates. Now fires one to the net there. Now he watched that one whiz past into the corner. Now back the other way, at the line, knocked away. Here's Kane Johnson with it. Johnson steps inside the blue line. Now hands it off down low. Hogarth tried to fire an odd-angle shot on. Couldn't get it past the defender as LaSalle will pick it up, and Booker back behind the net now. Handing it off onto the left side there. Gillis up forward through the middle. Pavia now. Pavia move pass knocked away by Hall. And now D2D again. 3-yard to Pavia. Picked up again. Nice move. Gillis trying to work his way in. Hall able to knock that one away. And now Marshall, nice pass, finding that one over. Kane Johnson steps in across the blue line here. Fires a backhand towards the middle of the ice there. Couldn't get it onto the stick of Hewitt. Picked up to the line, and stays inside the line as Johnson tries to dump that one past Weingart. Now Johnson to Hewitt. Hewitt trying to fire towards the middle of the ice there. He's taken down into the corner. Picked up, and now Booker, a nice sidestep move to get past Hogarth. Carries it across center and will dump it in there. Couple nice moves by Barnes, and now a third move to get past Barrett as Barnes will bring it across, passes it off. Now looking, Cucci over to Nelson. Nelson fires one on Barnes out front, and he just fires it off the glove and over top of the net, it looked like. Cucci up to the point and past everyone all the way back to the Strathroy zone.
And he looks skyward. He's doing his best Bobby Orr impression coming out of the defensive zone.
And then found himself with a chance in the slots and fired it over top of the net. Cucci now on the right side, gets it up to Faulkner. Faulkner to center ice, holding on to it. Nelson stays onside. Nelson to the net and stopped by Downey.
He was called onside. I'm not entirely sure he was, but shot on goal. They've killed 3 minutes and 4 seconds, if you really want to look at it that way, to get through 20 minutes. Face off to the right of Kyle Downey.
Perry and Morneau to take the face-off here. It's one back by Morneau, and Finlay throws it around the boards right away. Nice play by Kindry, pinching in to keep the puck alive for Strathroy. Now Kindry hands it off to Perry. Perry tried to return the pass. It's right out into the slot. No one there to pick it up as Leacott has Elliston right on him. On to the right side. Belaz tried to knock that one away. Laszlo again. He'll just throw it right back into the LaSalle zone. There to play it. Downey gets it up. Now to center. Holding on to it, Crevier. Picked up by Kindry. Kindry, pass over to Laszlo. He settles it down. Elliston. Elliston will step across center here. Holds on to it across the blue line. Down low, Perry. Perry looking out front, fans on the pass. Gets it back again. Now tries to fire one to the net there. Knocked off a stick into the corner for Belaz. Belaz tried to dodge the hit there. Holding on to it, the Vipers get to center. Now Crevier throws it over to the right side, and it'll go off the stick of Leacott into the Strathroy bench out of play.
Leacott disgusted. Couldn't take that pass. Puck was out of play, and now the faceoff's going to be right in front of the LaSalle bench, just outside their zone. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong linesman had the puck. It's down in front of us outside the LaSalle zone.
Opposite side of the ice of the LaSalle bench here. Now the Vipers will work it forward. It's Lee Knight just at the blue line there. Couldn't get it any further. Paige Gallant dumped inside of the LaSalle zone. Picked up here by the Vipers. It's Booker coming forward. Passes that one over. Burkett, couple of moves into the corner here for LaSalle. Burkett holds on to it. Up to the line, and he couldn't hold the line there. It's all the way back out to center on the Rockets bench with an applause there.
Yeah, they were a fan of that.
Gallant, pass. Piercy to Spezial to the net. Oh, and he got a shot off, but not a whole lot on it as he went down to the side, and it's stopped by Downey. Oh, quick pass coming across, knocked away from Burkett. It's almost a nice play there for Spezial inside of the zone.
Tried to dive forward and push it with him.
Gallant now holds, clears, gets the center as he dumps that one in. Down low on guard with Piercy right on him. Piercy now against 2 Vipers, trying to get that one away. Booker, Pavia, now Pavia with some time. Top of the circle, blue line, dumped in off the stick of Burkett at center, and now he'll chase, and he's going to be the first one to get there. Pavia with 2 rockets on him here, holds on to it, and now he's finally going to have that one knocked away from him. Smith, bounce pass off the boards. Johnson tried to go backhand that pass coming in, and they're going to stay on side here. Pavia looking out front, and now shot on goal. That one stopped by Nixon again here. The Vipers with a couple of chances here. 5:30 into the third. Hogarth will dump it in on the backhand, and now LaSalle will have it from the corner. Pavia, the captain. Pass back the other way. Johnson loses an edge coming across the middle. Granero will dump it in. Nixon to settle it down on the right side. Smith leaving it down low. Now he'll get it back. He'll fire it out and get it out to center on the stick of Finlay. Pass to Leacott. Leacott now back. Knocked off his stick. Trying to come forward with it. Hewitt. And now Hogarth. Hogarth into some trouble there. Has it at the line. And it's going to be dumped into the Strathroy zone.
Last couple shifts here, they've had a little bit of trouble with the puck that they didn't have in the first few minutes.
This one sent down the ice. Nelson there to get it before the icing. Nice play to negate the icing by Nelson.
Great
into the corner.
Hustle.
To center now, it's Kindry as the puck was cleared by LaSalle. Laszlo takes a hit from Katevsky, but they're able to dump it in. Rimmed around the boards. They'll come all the way out onto the left side. To center and a dump in. Now Eaton gets it into the corner. Faulkner there. Loses an edge up against the wall, but he's able to get the puck up to Cucci. Cucci's pass to Nelson was just knocked away. Holding on to it now and coming back the other way comes Faulkner back up to his feet. Nice move by Faulkner. Steps up at the blue line here. Oh, back to his feet again there. As a nice move puts it into the corner, but now finally turned over again for LaSalle. Chip forward. Balaz steps up in there to get the pass to Faulkner. Rockets just inside of center. Will be dumped in by Laszlo. Couple of nice plays so far tonight here. Is from his knees, a pass up to the middle of the ice. That will cross to Katevsky. Katevsky looks. His pass up to the middle, up to the line, and unable to hold the line there as it's dumped back in. Kindry setting up behind the Strathroy net with 12:33 to go here in this third period. Hall to Kindry. Kindry pass to the middle of the ice. Perry, Elliston, back to Perry. Perry looking out front, trying to get the return pass from Balaz. Couldn't hold on to it. Now Elliston with it. Elliston walking the line, out into the slot, still holding on to it. Shot on. That one stopped by Downey. Up to the point, kept in by Marshall, who hands it off back down low. Tons of possession here for Strathroy in this third period. Cleared up to the blue line, but kept in by Hall. Back down low, and Balaz is there to get it. Balaz holding, slot, Perry shot on. That one blocked by Morneau. Picked up again here, and now a quick chance to move up ice. Onto the stick of Crevier. Crevier, oh, and he's offside on the play at the line.
You can back in if you have control. He lost control in that process. No argument from Crevier.
Crevier knew it, yeah, when he stepped in there.
Yeah. As soon as he kind of bobbled it, he knew he was in trouble. Faceoff will be right outside the Rocket zone, just in front of the bench here below us. 11:47 to go in the third.
It went back to Marshall, and now Hall with it on the right side. Hall's going to go back to Marshall, just out of his reach at the Strathroy blue line. And now the pass knocked away by Pavia. Greenwell in a cross and a shot on. Nixon makes the save, no rebounds.
And there he is again, taking it right in the chest. That logo's taking a beating tonight, which is a good thing for Nixon. It means he's in the right spot to make the saves.
Face-off will be off to his left side now. One back, and now Smith will throw it around the boards, get it over to the right side for Kane Johnson, who just lets that one go past and all the way back out to the LaSalle blue line, and now back inside their zone. Leacott, Finlay over to Greenwell, and Hogarth able to get the stick in the lane, knock that one in, and now he'll dump it in from center. Downey there to play it, hands it off to Leacott in the corner, and now Leacott will skate forward. He'll take it himself, gets to center, and throws one in over top of the goal of Nixon. Now Pavia looking, shot, stopped by Nixon again. Rebound comes out into the corner for Pavia. Pavia hit by Hogarth, knocks it loose. Now Leacott shot on. This one tipped into the corner. Here to try and get it, hold on, as it's up to the point again. Puck to the net, bouncing puck has it. Looking, Greenwell, shot on. Just spinning and firing as Granero now will chase Smith back behind the net. Pavia, odd angle shot. That one's going to miss by plenty. Up to the point again. Looking for a chance to the net there. Now it's Lasalle with the chances here. So midway through this third period of play, and it'll be blown down on a high stick, and the face-off will come outside.
Granero doesn't like the call at all, but the face-off's coming outside. You knew at some point the Vipers were going to make a push. They're down 2 in the standings, viewed as the better team. You know that they're going to be making a push to try and come back here, and that was a good 2 shifts in a row by them until that high stick touched by their own player.
Picked up by Cucci off the face-off, and he's going to fire that one off the glass of the timekeeper's box. Not a whole lot to aim for there, but he hit it and gets it out.
Yes.
Weingard through the middle, gets into the offensive zone. Weingard with the toe drag and a shot, but he couldn't get a whole lot off. And now just spinning and firing this one down. It's not going to have enough for icing as it dies just out front of the net of Downey.
Nice curling job there.
Bounce pass off the boards. Now Eaton tries to chip it past Laszlo, and Faulkner will pick it up. Gains center, now gains the offensive zone, but they're offside on the play. As Faulkner a little leisurely skates, and the Rockets offside.
Yeah, Cucci couldn't quite hold it. Excited to go toward the net. It's been a good period here. A couple of guys I've noticed. Ryan Marshall's done a nice job in this third period, standing guys up at the line. And Kane Johnson has continued his strong play this evening. Just dogged on the puck every shift he's out there.
Bringing it in, Balaz. Elliston tries to go between the nades, has his stick knocked out from his hands, although not a slash on the play. As now Hamelin will get the pass and bring it forward at center. Hamelin gains the offensive zone, dumps it to himself behind the net, still holds onto it on his forehand. Now he leaves it down low. There to get it, Crevier. Crevier holds up to the point and then knocked away. Hull brings it out, and now back onto the stick. Balaz comes through the middle, takes a hit, gets it over to Elliston. Now to Perry. Perry looking, tried to get the pass over to Balaz, but he wasn't jumping back up into the rush. Back into the Strathroy side of center, and it's just going to be poked forward by Hull and back into the LaSalle zone. Leacott now, long pass trying to find Crevier. Balaz with a big hit right up front of the timekeeper's box. Here's Perry with a nice move over to Elliston. Elliston a backhander on, and that one stopped by Downey, sliding across to make the save.
So often we see guys they'll lose an opportunity to score by trying to go from backhand over to forehand. Elliston is not afraid to use his backhand on those opportunities, and he had a great chance on goal there. And a nice stop by Kyle Downey keeps this a 3-1 game with 8:57 to go.
And a face-off off to his right now when the Vipers with possession onto the corner, cleared out over top of Smith and down the ice, and it's not going to be icing off the left side. Shot on, that one stopped by Nixon again. Pavia now knocked off his stick and cleared back out to center. Now Hewitt trying to knock that one away from Leacott as he circles back to the LaSalle zone. 8:30 to go here in this third period. Pass over. Now Gillis takes that one off the boards. Smith just trying to angle him away into the corner. Gets it down low here. Body's flying as Pavia picks it up in the corner now. Trying to knock that one off his stick. Gets it out to the middle of the ice, but there's Kane Johnson to get it over to Hewitt. Hewitt gains center, and then he's going to dump it in onto the stick of Leacott. Leacott through the middle of the ice. Left side, he goes wide, knocked off his stick by Smith, and Smith is just going to flip this one back into center ice. Weingard's back to get it there for LaSalle. Weingard with Cucci right on him. Cucci going to try to take him out into the wall. Oh, and he takes the puck back. Nice play over to Faulkner. Faulkner takes a hit there at the line, gets it forward, and Laszlo's poke is going to find it out of play. And now Cucci getting mixed up in there.
Cucci in his first game of the season for the Rockets really trying to keep himself involved here. I'll push one guy, I'll push another guy. He's shown a lot of hustle and desire, if nothing else, tonight.
You got to say, for a guy that has not played yet this season, doesn't look like he's anywhere out of the mix. He'll come off the ice now in exchange for a line change. Now Gallant brings it across the blue line. Gallant, toe drag, loses it into the corner. Tries to get it back here. He's got Piercy down low with him. Piercy takes a hit against the wall. Back up to his feet here. Double teaming him behind the net is Spezial. Piercy looks out front. Laszlo couldn't get that one in time. Back behind the net, gets past Piercy. Now Gallant tries to dodge a hit here to get the puck back. It's off the boards and out and dumped right back in by Kindry. A little bit of urgency you can sense here for the Vipers, down to 7:16 to go, and Rockets into a little bit of a defensive formation. Picked off from Lee Knight, and here comes Gallant forward across the blue line. Gallant looking shot on. That one, big rebound comes out. Weingard going to pick it up at the bench, hand it forward, just past Greenwell and knocked away by Laszlo. Now a nice play. Spezial looking shot on. That one stopped by the stick of Booker. Back behind the net. Now Spezial, nice move to get away from danger. Holds on to it. On his forehand. Cycles it down low for Piercy. Piercy will pick it up. Nice move to get away from Weingard here as he has it. Looks out front. Nobody there. All the way back for Hall at center. Hall over to Marshall. Marshall, long one. This one tipped forward. Gallant just at the blue line there. Overskated a little bit. Morneau, quick pass over, and now coming forward with the puck. Drouillard wide on the left side now. Now back behind the net, still holding on to it. Looks out front. Nobody there to pick up the puck but Balaz as he gets it over to Elliston. Elliston at center will dump that one in on a backhand. Fired off the boards and out and picked up by Perry at center ice. Quick pass, Balaz. Back to Perry. Jumping up here, Marshall. Marshall on the left side. Perry to Elliston. Elliston to the net looking for a redirect by Marshall. Couldn't find it, and the puck bounces back out, and here come the Vipers the other way. Crevier looking, shot on, stopped by Nixon. Now back out front, another chance here. Marshall's just going to kick it up to his stick and get the puck out as he goes to the bench for a change, but here comes Balaz. Balaz, his pass knocked away, gets it to the net there where it's picked up by Leacott. Perry to Balaz in the corner here. Time ticking away, 5.5 to go here in period number 3. Rockets leading 3-1. Perry now has it on himself to his stick. Oh, out front there, and he took a big hit, but he got the shot off, just missing the net. Barnes at the blue line, able to hold on to it, but then he's going to lose it. Here comes Leacott up ice. Leacott across the line, cuts to the middle. Leacott shot, scores! Takes it himself through the middle, and Leacott brings the Vipers back within 1.
I don't know if that deflected off the defender's stick or not, but Nixon was down early on it, and it beat him high to the right side, the stick side. Nonetheless, great effort skating into the zone for Leacott. And with 5:08 to go, it's a 1-goal game.
Strathroy had all the pressure, all the momentum inside of the LaSalle zone. And all it took was one rush back the other way, and the Vipers are back within a goal here, and plenty of time to go. 5 minutes left here on this third.
And the momentum now of being 1 goal closer.
Kane Johnson intercepts the pass, gets across the blue line, and gets the pass over to Hogarth from his knees. Hogarth tries to shovel one to the net. Now down low, Granero just overskates it. Hewitt a shot on from distance, and it's gloved down by Downey, who makes the save.
They've done such a great job. A little bit of a almost left wing lock action defensively as the Vipers come up through the neutral zone. They've done a great job defensively in this period.
Something I don't want to overlook too much here, but the Vipers did use their timeout back in the second period as well.
The 2-minute.
Losing the puck there, trying to bring it outside of the LaSalle zone, rimmed around the boards. Greenwell's going to try to chip that one past Laszlo, but Laszlo able to hold the line. And now it's going to be thrown over top of the glass and out of play.
And that could be huge because now, down only a goal, normally, face off in deep in the offensive zone or something, you'll want to get, an extra shift out of your top line. He's not going to have that opportunity. He shot that bullet in the second period, and it didn't work for him on the 2-minute, two-man advantage.
Face off one up to the line. Nelson trying to hold the blue line for Strathroy, and he does. And now Cucci trying to get that one back. Now he holds on to it. Side of the net, Cucci looking out front, knocked off his stick. Now still sitting out front as it's picked up by Leacott. Gets it over to Barrett, and Barrett's pass finds nobody but Nelson, who dumps it right back in for Strathroy. Leacock right through the middle, and there's no one there as it finds Nelson right away for Strathroy. Now over to Faulkner. Faulkner long shot on. Played, and going to hold on to it here is Downey.
Nice job there. Cucci trying to hit just about everything that moves his last few shifts. Playing like a kid who doesn't want to come out of the lineup after playing in his first game of the season.
And make up for all the hits he has not got this season.
Yes, exactly.
Face off to Downey's right side. Nice win by Perry. Shot on from Elliston. Blockered away by Downey again. Up to the point. Charlie Barnes to the net. Looking for a redirect was Perry, and it's going to sit in the blue paint before it's finally covered up there by Downey, and not before some more shoves. That's Finley and Morneau right out front.
Elliston was lurking. Apparently a little too close for Morneau's liking. Number 11 for the Vipers, a rookie who's had a nice season for the Vipers.
Elliston now. Got the shot off. It was right into the shin pads. It's going to be dumped in there. Smith knocks it away. Now Elliston able to chip that one, and a penalty on the way here. And it's going to be a high sticking call.
I didn't see who.
And I think on Smith. We'll wait and see. No, pardon me. It's going to be on Crevier.
I wasn't sure. One team touched it. The next team touched it. The whistle went. I'm not. And you're right. It is Stephane Crevier.
That is a big loss for LaSalle here with 3:36 to go.
Face off down deep to the to the right of Kyle Downey here. Yeah, 3:36 to go. That could be a killer for the Vipers. And a chance here for the Rockets to insert the dagger.
Strathroy power play 2 for 5 on the night tonight. Nelson looking to the net, and redirect out front. Perry almost had an identical goal to his first there. Kept up at the line and dumped back in by Elliston. They're trying to get the puck. Elliston at the line, and he holds it for some time before it's picked up by Leacock coming the other way. Leacock, Nelson right on him, strips the puck away. Elliston trying to take it away there is two Vipers down low here. 3 minutes to go. Minute 29 to go in the power play. Kindry now, left side. Chipped that one past, didn't get it very far as it's right onto the stick of Pavia. Now Pavia coming in, shot on and off the stick of Nixon, looking for that high blocker side.
Yeah, he saw some daylight over there, but Nixon shooting out the right hand, blockers it up into the netting. 2:55 to go here in the third. 1:19 to go in the penalty to Stephane Crevier. And the Rockets are now being inundated by the Vipers penalty kill here.
That was Pavia looking for his second shorthanded goal of the evening. Booker shot on through traffic. Big rebound comes out front here, and LaSalle has been controlling a lot of the puck possession here on this Strathroy power play. Now over to Booker again. Booker a shot through traffic. Eaton takes it off the side, tries to shovel it in. It's off to the side of Nixon. Puck's still loose and picked up there by Faulkner, who will circle back behind the Strathroy net.
You wouldn't notice that the Rockets are the team with the extra man on the ice. Oh no.
Oh, turned over. Morneau in. Shot stopped by Nixon. Rebound comes out and cleared all the way back down the ice for Downey. Back into the LaSalle zone is another long pass. Trying to clear that one down the length of the ice. Faulkner picks it back up inside the Strathroy zone. Now at the line. Two Vipers on him here, and he gets the hit to take away the puck finally as Booker has it. Booker's going to send that one down the ice. Not sure if Nixon thought that was going to be icing here, but LaSalle still down now turned over. Pavia to the net. Backhand stopped by Nixon. Standing tall to keep the Rockets out in front.
Kindry lost that puck, and you can see him putting an arm around Nixon here. He's super frustrated with himself and thanking his tender for saving his bacon as he turned that over, allowing the Viper forward to go in alone. They have been a force killing this penalty, the Vipers have.
Up to the blue line. Shot. That one tipped. Comes out onto the left side. Pass gets up to Hewitt. Hewitt holds, gets to center, and then tries to dump it in, but the Rockets are offside on the play here. 1:39 to go. This power play for Strathroy, Eldon, I'm a little surprised they haven't played a bit more defensively, knowing LaSalle was gunning for a shorty.
Well, if you want to say defensively, they've spent a lot of time in their own end. On the power play, you would not know it for the number of chances the Vipers have had here. They look a little jittery.
Crevier is out of the box, but he's sitting up high by the box looking for a pass. 1:30 to go here in the third. Downey looks to the bench here for Lasalle. Look hot at his own blue line now. And he'll dump it in off the glass. Downey to the bench here. Extra attacker on for Lasalle. 1:15 to go. Spezial will just flip it up and down the ice. Gunning for the empty net. Does it have enough? It does! That'll ice it with 1:06 to go.
What an effort by Leacott to chase that puck down for the Vipers. But they brushed it just enough for that puck to make it to the far end and cross the goal line. Hogarth makes it 4-2 with 1:06 to go in the third. I thought for sure that flip shot was going to hit the clock.
You got to dodge the clock. You got to hit the net, and he did everything there and got it there just in time. And Strathroy leads 4-2 here. Down to the final minute of play. Dumped in by Spezial. Rockets to chase here, just at the LaSalle blue line there. Weingard back to get it. Coming up now on the left side. Dumped that one in, and Nixon just going to hold on to it and get the whistle.
Smart play there. 40.3 to go. Downey heads to the bench. The Vipers are going to go with 6 attackers here with 40 seconds to go. Down by 2. The usual suspects on the ice here. Crevier, Hamlin, Lecotte, Burkett, Pavia. And that's Owen Findlay on the far
on the left side
there,
at the point. Hull tying it up against the wall here. 4 Vipers in the corner trying to get the puck loose here. 33 seconds to go, and it's going to be cleared down the ice. And Belaz is going to have a chance here at an empty net. And he'll fire it into the empty net. And it's 5-2 Strathroy, and that'll certainly do it.
No celebration, just skating off the ice. Didn't say anything. Great job there by Belaz. Great hustle to get to the puck. And to ice this one. 5-2, 26 seconds to go. Great effort.
Well, a week off and a huge Saturday night contest against the LaSalle Vipers, who they will see on Wednesday night at the Volmer Complex. And a big stretch of games here that the Rockets will start off with a big 2 points. 20 seconds to go here in this contest. The dump in will go off a stick and into the netting, out of play. We'll get a whistle, and the face-off coming in the neutral zone.
Yeah, off a Viper stick, so it'll be just outside their zone.
Face-off, Gillis wins it back from the LaSalle blue line to center and dumping it in. Lee Knight goes into the corner to pick it up here, and he's going to tie it up against the wall here. 5 seconds to go in the third. It'll be picked up. Galance at the line. Lee Knight, and that'll do it.
LaSalle just leaves the zone.
The Rockets a big 5-2 win here on home ice. And a big 2 points.
That's 2 games in a row. 5 goals in 2 games consecutively. That might be a first this season, actually, that they've scored that many in consecutive games. But a great effort. Nixon was solid when he had to be. The special teams, 2 power play goals, massive penalty kill, down 2 men for 2 minutes. And some points and goals by guys who needed them. Hogarth rewarded for his great work on the penalty kill with an empty netter there. And Belaz with his second of the night to salt that away for the Rockets. 5-2 the final.
Starting off a busy week, right? A 5-2 win over the LaSalle Vipers for Strathroy. Chaz Nixon makes 28 saves on 30 shots for the Rockets. And Brandon Belaz with a 2-goal effort leads the way for Strathroy in a 5-2 victory over LaSalle. And it is a quick turnaround for Strathroy, as they will be up and ready to hit the road tomorrow for an afternoon affair in Chatham.
Looking forward to that game. See if we can make this 3 in a row.
Rockets looking to go out for some wins tomorrow. It's a 3:30 puck drop at the Chatham Memorial Arena in Chatham as the Rockets look to make it 3 straight wins. From Noah Smith, Eldon Dunsey, we thank you for listening with us tonight on the Strathroy Rockets YouTube page and following along and watching on hockeytv.com. We'll see you tomorrow from Chatham.